on T2i TV, and we have another guest on the show. But before I go on, I just want to reiterate the programs that we have on T2i TV. The first one is Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, which is about bringing experts to the studio, thought leaders, people doing exceptionally well with their talent and making a difference in our communities. Then Step Out SME Focus, that is Step Out with SME Focus, and that is Step Out for small and medium enterprises, and that is where we bring in, we showcase the product and services of business owners. So if you've got a small business, contact us. We will come to your business center, interview you, showcase your product and services. Also, we've got the Step Out Youth Impact Zone. I'm fascinated about this. The next generation, we need to bring leadership to them. We need to bring a paradigm shift to them. The mistakes we did, they are not supposed to do it. How do we do it? We are going to engage them, we are going to support them, and we are going to direct their path. So if you are a church, if you have a school or a youth organization, we can come to you and we are going to engage with the youth. It's very, very important. And also, Step Out Authors Corner. That is, if you've written a book, just contact us. We are going to show your book to the world, showcase your book to the world. We'll give you a platform for you to discuss what your book is all about. Many people have written books, but they don't have a platform to share what their book is all around. And that is what Step Out Authors Corner is going to do. Contact us if you have written a book, and we will come and speak to you about what your book is all about. Also, we would like you to follow us on YouTube. Just search for T2i TV, and you are going to see the 2 is as in number 2. You are going to see us. When you follow us on YouTube, click the small bell on the right, and you can also get prompt whenever we are live. Also on Facebook, search for T2i TV and follow us. Now, straight to business. I've got this man. He's not new on some of my shows back in the days, and today he has taken the opportunity to come and impact our lives. And we are going to talk about a topic, and that topic is very, very dear to my heart. Today, we are going to talk about defying the odds. Many people think the odds are against them, but how can we defy it? Against all odds, how can we succeed? He is in a better position to tell us. And who is this man that I'm talking about? He is the founder of Nation Builders, and he is in the person of Abraham K.O. Adom. Please welcome to Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, and you are live on T2i TV.
Thank you, Oscar and Step Out team. I'm very pleased and privileged to be with you today.
Wow. So how has it been? It's been a long time.
It has indeed been a long time. We've been busy running around, changing lives, improving our lives, making impact in community, and of course, catching up. It's great to catch up again with this powerful show.
Wow, 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 wow. So business, career, family, all into
Everything.
one. Let's go straight into business.
Okay.
Who is Abraham K.O. Adom, if somebody is watching for the first time?
Abraham Adom is a very simple man. Originally from Ghana. I spent most of my years in Ghana, born and bred there. I moved to the United Kingdom for some few years ago. Abraham is the founder of Nation Builder, and Nation Builder is just about changing lives, changing youth mindset. We focus on coaching and mentoring young people in areas of education and positioning them towards the right direction to the career or where they want to end their life. I have a great passion for God's work with different churches, and a legal advocate specializing in housing and welfare.
Wow, 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 wow. That's very simple and straightforward. I think I've got Prophet Dr. Samuel A. Wiseman all the way from Tottenham saying, I salute you, Honorable Oscar. Thank you, Pastor, for watching us, and God bless you. And Mami Ekuya, you are also watching. God bless you for watching. Now, straight to business. Defying the odds. Tell me, what do you mean by defying the odds?
Well, so we've heard a lot of this phrase everywhere you go that the odds are against me. Like you rightly said earlier on, you go to places and people tell you, a lot of people say it in different way. I'll paraphrase. Somebody will say, I've done everything I can, nothing seems to be working. And it looks like we've all had some sort of odd in our life. And today I want to throw a very simple light or detailed light on the ways you can define the odds, how you see your odds, and how they impact your life, because the way you see it determines how you encounter it or deal with it.
Wow. But if it's an odd, it's an odd. If I'm trying to do something and it's not working, then what do I do?
Yes, so I'll start this way. If you are watching this program or wherever you are today, we have all defined one odd in our life. And you say, to overcome or to be successful, you have to take reference from what you've been able to do before and build it on what you've been doing. So we are alive today. If we look into life creation process, we defy the odd of birth. In formation of a human being, thousands of sperms come together. Within that one drop, we only need one spermatozoa to go inside the womb to become a human being. In the midst of over millions of sperms, you survived that battle. You went to the womb. The formation of a child was a very complex process. You did not die in the process.
Yes.
You came out after 9 months. You did not die during the childbirth. You went through so many things as a baby. There were infections. If you were born in Africa, measles, cholera, different. You survived, and today you are watching this program.
Yes.
I just want to say to you, congratulations. You defied one odd in life.
Wow.
And so if you have defied this odds, then the other odds are what we are going to see that you can definitely defy that as well.
Wow. That's really interesting. So that is the first odds that anybody that is alive today have defied. But people don't look it that way. They think it's their right, isn't it?
Exactly. That is because look, if you fought, you were a winner from birth. Thousands of sperms were fighting to become live. You jumped through the queue and entered and took possession.
Wow.
And you
it's even millions.
Millions.
Wow.
And you are alive today. What shows that if you push harder, you cannot defy the odds. And these are the things I want us to look at, because a lot of programs, a lot of young people, a lot of grown-ups I've spoken to, they have different odds that they look at. And I'm going to pinpoint, Oscar, several different odds that we face. My odds are different from yours. Somebody watching this has his own odds, and we're going to put a lot of different ones. And after that, we can see how can we really defy them.
So let's go straight to that. What are some of the different odds that people face in life?
Okay. So I'll start from young people. You finish in our basic educational system. You go to primary school, your parents take care of you. Secondary school, they support you. University, the support still comes. And then everybody's beginning to give you all, they respect you, they look up to you. Then you finish and come back as the way you started again. You have no job. All eyes are on you. There are no jobs. And you still want to find a job. And you started writing application forms. You started going out there with so much confidence, and 1 year comes to pass. There's no job interview. 2 years come, no job interview. And the economy looks like one job is waiting for 5,000 people.
Yes.
And so now you got to a point where you don't even want to update your CV anymore. Because you look at your CV, your CV saying completed university 2004. Employment history 0.
Wow.
So you think this is a strong odd against me. What can I do? And these are the things. Somebody started a business and then suddenly no money. Sponsors disappear. Friends who are supposed to give you moral support, no one is there. At the point you call friends, Oscar, you know and I know.
Exactly.
That friends are not there when you are starting.
Yes.
And you look like sometimes you feel like I'm at the edge of just to say enough.
Wow.
You just encounter your odd. We all have that edge at a point in time when you feel like enough is enough.
Exactly.
What will happen should happen.
And a lot of people give up, isn't it?
That is the problem. And this is why I want us to see. You see, I want us to look into those who defy it. And if somebody is able to defy that odd, somebody may have defied it at 60 and make impact 20 years before they die.
Right.
Somebody can defy it at 17 and make impact up to 10 years. And they broke down again. You see, it is not how long you maintain the old. I will wish you keep it as long as a legacy. But I just want you to be able to defy that old in your life. So I don't know who is watching me today. Maybe your odd that you're facing today is the odd of finances. Somebody's odd is health. He's got the career, he's got the ability, but he can't get up from his feet to go and do something. He feels like, how I'm stuck in my chair. He's got a good job, he's been on sick leave, and the medical reports are still not showing better. So your odds are against you. And I'm going to look at people who did not allow health to overcome them. And we will look at people who did not allow education to limit them, and people who did not allow money
to limit them. So there are different case scenarios when it comes to odds. And everybody has got their share of the scenario.
That's what we'll be looking at. That's what Oscar Bimpong is all about.
So let's keep going. Let's continue the discussion. So you talked about young people. Which are the other sectors are you talking about?
The other sectors are the grown-ups. Old people who age is an odd against them. Maybe you have struggled. You know, we all make genuine mistakes in life. Maybe you did not have the opportunity, and now you came to reach a point in life, you are in your 40s, you are in your 50s, and you feel like, I wish I could have done something better for myself. But where do I start from? You see, anytime that question of where do I, it is an odd.
Wow.
But now what I want to throw light on is how to come out from where to be at where you're supposed to be.
Wow.
So the journey between that where I am now and where I want to be is where I want to take people through that journey to that destination.
And that is the definition of defying the odds. So now, how can people define the odds of where they are and where they want to be?
Good. So the thing is, we are looking at, I will not pick one case scenario. I have studied one young man, a man I love so much. He's an Australian pastor and a motivational speaker. He's called Nick Voyage. This is a young man who was born without legs, without hands. It was no fault of his. It was no fault of his mother. It was no fault of his community. He had every good reason, not excuse, every good reason to say, I will beg on the street. To say,
exactly,
my life should be in the bedroom. To say, I cannot do it anymore. But this man woke up and looked at the skies and look at the moon and look at the sun and said, look, what can I make out of my situation? Pick himself up and said, if my hands are not there and my legs are not there, I will use my eyes. If my eyes are not there, I'll use my mind. If my mind is not there, I'll use my mouth.
So there is always alternatives.
There is always an alternative. So far as God is so wonderful that no matter what disadvantage you have, there is a little bit of advantage attached to you.
Wow. Because I love Nick.
He is a powerful man. He has inspired my life.
I see.
He has inspired my life.
And the question is, if he can do it.
You have two hands. Not even one hand. You have two hands. Maybe you're watching me, maybe one leg is not functioning well, but the other leg may be functioning. Maybe the two legs are not functioning, but your hands may be functioning. Maybe the hands are not functioning, but your heart is functioning. Look, the only time you cannot defy any odd is when the heart stops beating.
Wow.
When the heart stops beating. So far as you wake up every morning, when you look at the light, it is an opportunity to defy an odd. Of course, does it mean so many people will not discourage you? Does it mean relatives around will not bring you down? There are a lot of naysayers.
Yes, of course.
There are a lot of negative people.
Yes.
But my advice to somebody who has been trying and looks like nothing is coming out is that do not listen or spend your energy on the negative talks.
Because Nick could have easily done that.
I'm sure a lot of people, when they started telling you know, they won't accept.
Of course.
You know, nobody's going to pay
Even at
attention
school,
to you.
he was an outcast. People
They
didn't
don't
want to
have
associate.
friends, no friends. They will tell him, look, maybe you are watching me. The
labelless man. Yes.
That's what they gave you a name.
Yes.
And our society is so quick to get a nice name to fit you. You know that man who lived there with that hands and legs?
Yes. They tag you with your deformity or with your struggles.
Exactly. And those are the most powerful things. When you change the name they give you and turn it to the name you're supposed to be, your story begins to look interesting.
And the story changes. Your name changes.
All those who gave you that wrong name, they multiply the respect they have for you. They increase the admiration they have for you. And in actual fact, they don't just support you, they start to finance you.
It's quite interesting. And look, this topic I think is very critical to people that are watching us, because a lot of people think they are not born to do great things because of the odds against them. Some people say I was born into poverty. Some say my parents did not look after me. Some say my auntie did not look after me. They give series of excuses. But I always tell people, what are you doing for yourself?
Wow, that's the deep one.
Because when you look at this Nick guy, he started learning to paste himself. He started learning to bath. He doesn't have limbs, both hands and legs. But he wakes up from bed, tried to walk to the bathroom. He was finding ways of surviving. So you yourself, who have got limbs, what are you doing to survive?
You see, to defy an odd, you must not let your limitations limit you.
Wow.
That's one thing I want to tell somebody. You may come from a background where you don't have anybody. You finish university, but you don't know anybody who can even direct you that there is a job somewhere. Nobody has started a business in your family before, but you can start it.
Yes.
Nobody has got a degree in your family before. You can be the first person. Nobody has been able to marry and have children and live happily before. You can always be the pace setter. So to defy an odd, you must do something that nobody has been able to do before. Does it mean it's going to be easy?
No.
But you need to defy it.
But it's achievable.
You need to defy it. You see, I always look at defying an odd in a simple way. The plane carrying huge passengers with the size of it, before it moves up there, it is a force of gravity between the wind, the air, and the plane. But the one that survives or takes precedent is the plane. Why? Because it does not allow the wind to bring it down. You must keep on pushing.
So it moves against the gravity.
You must keep on pushing. And the funny thing is, when the plane reaches a certain level, height, the wind loses control.
And it stabilizes. And that is where your success starts beginning.
That is where your success starts. Between the taking off to your stable cruise, there is strong opposition.
I don't know if you are watching us, if you can share this for somebody to listen to this important discussion. It is changing your life. Share it to change somebody's life. Now, Mr. Adam, look, you are making some great points in here and really enjoying it.
Thank you.
And one of the things that you've said is that don't let your limitation limit you.
Yeah.
But most of the times, people look at the limitation and forget about that the vision can break the limitation.
You see, this is what I always say. Before every boxer goes out to fight in the ring, he takes more punches than the ones he takes in the ring. So they don't necessarily prepare for the boxing that they do for 12 rounds. They take more than 1,000 blows.
Yes.
Why? Because the many blows your body takes, the more it gets used to the blows. So if they've taken more than 1,000 blows outside, during training, during sparring, and now they go in the ring, the 9 minutes, the 10 rounds are nothing, or 12 rounds is nothing to them. You should be happy in the pursuit of your challenges when the blows are coming. Because without the blows, you cannot develop resistance. It is the resistance that makes you an experienced person. Oscar, the reason why somebody is dying to get your book to read is because you have defied so many odds. For you to overcome from you, I just heard you when you were talking to my brother Bernard earlier on. How many businesses did you start?
So many.
How many people did you give up?
No.
Today, Oscar Bimpong show is on live because you did not give up.
No. And we are talking about almost 2 decades now.
What makes somebody wants to read? Because, and this is why you need to read books like this, because the person who persistently wants to overcome the odd. Don't allow the circumstance to take advantage of you. I want us to look into an area of somebody who maybe sit there and say, look, it looks like it's about education. I've not even got a degree or qualification. What can I do? My background cannot pay my school fees. I don't have money to go to the good schools. I want to look at a good man I love, Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, I admire him. I've read his book more than 4 times. The reason is, at the age of 9, Abraham Lincoln lost his mom. He was not born into a wealthy family like other presidents. He was from a very poor background. As a matter of fact, after the death of his mother, he had to work to support his father to take care of his siblings. Abraham Lincoln didn't have formal education. He developed home learning skills where he looked for books, borrowed them from local libraries, and read consistently at home. He had interest in law and he studied his law at home.
Interesting.
This is what Abraham Lincoln did. Then he started developing, he started a business as a young man. 2 times the business failed. He could have said, even if I couldn't run a business, why would I run for president?
Exactly.
That didn't limit him. He said, the sky is my limit. He pursued another career, politics. He failed elections. He lost election 8 times.
Anybody at all will give up.
He said,
anybody at all.
He said, that will not limit me. Because you see, if you know where you are going, nobody will stop you on your way.
Exactly.
And nobody will change your destination.
No.
Because you know your journey. Abraham Lincoln pursued on the 9th attempt, he became a president. He became one of the most impressive presidents in the history of America.
And this is the stage where people will try and tell you, you cannot make it. You are wasting time. Find alternatives. Why are you spending on something that is not working? 8 years is enough. Give way for other people to also come and try.
I love it when somebody tells me I can't make it. If you want to make me happy, if you want to fertilize my energy, if you want to push me so hard, tell me I can't make it, because you just motivated me. Anytime you tell me I can't make it, is when I want to prove I can't make it. Because there is a difference between 2 forces. The difference between the successful force and the failure force is that a successful force is when they try to push you down. The same air they use to press you down, you use it to bounce up.
Yes.
So the difference between a successful person, when the wind of negativity blows in, he used that wind to carry himself and go so high, so that those who push him down will not look up to him up there. But those who fail, when the wind blow them down, they lie flat.
When I started radio about getting to a decade now, people were laughing at me.
So
right?
They can see the difference.
Yes, because we are pushing. That is what we are talking. Persistence. Continue to pursue. On Bernard's show, I said, even sometimes I push whilst crying.
This is what Defying the Odds is all about. You see, there is something I call edge. The edge. Anybody who defies the odd, they've got the edge. Presidents have got it. Businessmen have got it. Students have got it. Leaders have got it. Pastors have got it. Men and women, married couple have got it. The edge to quit.
The edge to quit.
The edge.
Not the edge to succeed. The edge to quit.
Sometimes you feel like you don't want to get out of the bed anymore. Sometimes you feel like, what am I making out of this? Sometimes you feel like, when is it going to work out for me? Sometimes you feel like, look at how they're looking at me. They're just mocking me. There is always an edge to quit.
Wow.
From when that,
and I think that edge is sometimes very addictive, isn't it?
it's strong. That's what everybody has got it.
Oh,
But
interesting.
then, when that edge comes, keep moving. There is a word that borrow. It's not just for Christians. It's for everybody who wants to succeed. It's called faith.
Yes.
Have faith in yourself. If you are down, have faith and pick yourself up. If you are broke, have faith and keep looking like a rich man. Look, Muhammad Ali said, before he called himself the best, he was not.
Yes.
See yourself where you have not yet been. See yourself to be the next businessman in your community. See yourself achieving your degree. See yourself starting your business. See yourself becoming a family man. See yourself acquiring what you thought is impossible. And every day as you begin to develop that mindset and you see yourself in that mirror and it's becoming bigger and bigger, the edge becomes so strong.
So you start with the end in mind.
That's it. If you want to define the odds, see yourself where you want to be. There is one president I love so much, Barack Obama. Sometimes I wake up in the morning at 4 a.m. and I watch his speech. I just listen to him.
He defied the odds.
I listen to him. Sometimes 3 hours. I just listen. I watch all his, from the time he was a young boy as a youth organizer to all his, I follow him as if he lives with me.
Wow.
Because if you want to be like where somebody has been, see yourself where the person is. You see, there is a tendency in our local area. We seem to bring people down rather than bringing them up. There is somebody watching me. We have a common thing. When now my brother Oscar is doing his business, no, start doing well and have your private jet and the world is just, so maybe do some what deal with Oscar did. They would never remember.
They don't.
Start admiring people who have worked hard and approach them to learn from them. If you want to define an odd, the first thing is look for your association.
Power of association.
You can't underestimate it. You cannot. You can never be a chicken and fly with eagles.
Not possible.
No.
Not possible.
You can't. If you want to be an eagle, look for eagles and move with them. You cannot be a lion and be walking with the sheep.
Not possible.
You may end up devouring them.
Yeah, but you know, one day I put a statement on Facebook some years back, and I said some people are born eagles, but they have mingled with chicken for a long time. Now they think and live like a chicken.
That's the life a lot of people are living now. You see, the power to succeed and the power to fail is all in our mind.
Success and failure starts in the mind.
It's in the mind. Because there is this, we have the private battles and the public battles. The same way we have the private success and we have the public success. People are living within. Before you succeed outside, you must succeed inside.
Yes.
Before you must
believe
inside.
If you don't believe inside, it's never going to happen.
Inside. Look, I've not been to UK. When I was in uni, I happened to be in uni with your wife.
Yes.
I used not been to UK and I started telling people I'm going to London. I've not had a visa.
You are starting from the end to the beginning. Yes.
And I will be telling them, look, next semester I'll go.
Yes.
Because that time your wife and the friends went and come back. And I said, I'll come with you next month. Next time I will go with you. Did I have a visa?
No.
Have I been to a embassy?
No.
But I knew I want to go. How am I going? I need to
Believe.
start learning.
Believe.
I approached them. Those who have been there said, how did you guys do it? This way we had the invitation. We asked them. If I started hating them, saying negative things against them, I wouldn't know the process they went through.
Yes.
When I associated with them because they had a good intention, they directed me, and it was so easy.
So humility to learn.
That is all you need. That is why when you organize programs like this, somebody will go to a restaurant and spend £50 to eat, but they wouldn't like to come and pay £30, £40
to come and gain knowledge,
seminars, and share experience. And the most importantly, have network.
Network is very important.
Yeah,
very, very important.
You can't defy odds if you don't have the power to network.
Yes,
you cannot, because sometimes you will be so weak that you need a hand to lift you.
Yes.
That's one of the things. Sometimes all you need is somebody to point a finger at you and tell you. And it happens even in the Bible. Jesus came to this world with all the promises, but he needed somebody to point his hand and say, this is my beloved son.
Yes.
John the Baptist. No matter how powerful you are, you cannot defy your odds if you don't have somebody to point a finger at you.
Association.
That's the power of association.
I've got so many mentors, and I've got so many people I connect to, and each of them, they've got a different role they play in my life.
That's it.
There are certain people, the role they play in my life, my pastor does not even play that role.
No.
Because he's not good at it.
No.
So it's not even one person. You need to have a network of association of different people that can help steer. You see, you can only focus when you are with the right people.
I always tell people that, look, we have one body. But when you are sick, sometimes they do blood tests on you. They can give you 5 different medications.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because each has a functioning place in your body in promoting your health. If you want to be successful and to rich in life, not rich as in money, which I pray everybody will have, but rich as in wealth, because wealth goes beyond money.
Yes.
You must find different people. Some must be mentors, some must be counselors,
yes.
Some must be people who physically support you, because you need financial support, you need mentors, you need not every area of your life to be balanced.
I've got some comments here. Mami Ekua says, wow, very inspiring. Thank you very much. Prophet Dr. Samuel A. Wiseman says, he said persistence breaks resistance. That's very true. He says you cannot underestimate the power of association, and he also say a network of association. Thank you, Prophet Dr. Samuel Wiseman. He's a very powerful man of God, and these are the power of association. These are the kind of people you speak to them and your pressure comes down.
That's right.
You know, so many people should play different roles in your life. Now, I want to wrap up. Is failure a dead end?
Failure is not. Failure, I don't even know what is called failure. Because failure is the beginning of new experience. And to be honest, how do people fail? I will say the only person who has failed is somebody who's not willing to try. I am doing a course. If I fail on exams, have I failed? No, at least I started a course. Because before you write one exam, you have spent the whole semester learning so many things.
Yes.
So am I forgetting all that I've learned throughout the semester and focus on the one exams I did not pass when I could rewrite the paper again?
There's an opportunity.
Failure is the opportunity for you to revisit what you could not do. And the greatest is people who fail and try again, they do better than the first attempt.
Exactly. Because you get a lot of experience.
A lot of experience.
It's like I always tell people that sometimes when I'm driving, I change my route just to experience a new route.
A new route.
And one of the things I've learned is that when I change the route, I start becoming nervous. I start becoming anxious. And I'm like, will I get there? But you see, when I pass on that route once, two, I become used to. And it's the same thing with failure.
Of course.
Initially, it's like, why did it happen? But it's an experience, because that experience is going to be an asset for the next time when you're about to use that road. But people don't see it that way. So I think you are making a very good point in terms of you don't even know what failure is. Because that experience you've had prior to writing that one exam is still an asset.
Of course. You see, we always look at the end product when we forget about the process.
Yes.
I enjoy the process more than the product. The process is what I've been through. You see, a lot of things people are not enjoying life because they're always looking at the product. So if there's a problem with the process, if there's a problem along the way, they want to just jump out because they focus so much at the destination. Look, the celebration at the end of destination is very little compared to the celebration in the journey.
Wow. So it means that you need to celebrate at every step along the way.
Sometimes pamper yourself.
Yes.
Say to yourself, I've done well. Look, I did not know I could even reach second year in my course. I did not know I could even have a computer to start a small business. Yes, I started a business the whole month. Nobody has called me, but I made that I'm proud of myself.
Yes, exactly.
I am a great business. Look, go out there, print some complimentary card. Talk to people as if you are a CEO of a multinational company.
Of course.
Let people, nobody will believe in you if you don't believe in yourself.
There is a lady that I'm mentoring, and one day she put something on Facebook and he said, when I become a very great motivational speaker, and I just send her a message, I just change that statement and say, I am a great motivational speaker.
That is what life is all about. Always I am. There is power in I am. I am. Anything you want to be it before you start being that thing. In fact, my first job I had in this country was Royal Bank of Scotland. I went for interview 4 times. And my manager by then, Mr. Robinson, the first agency sent me, he didn't pick me. Not because I wasn't good, because I didn't have job experience. The second one, I wasn't. The fourth one said, you came again. And I said, yes, sir. So he had a nice laugh. At least the fourth time, he knew I had the experience of knowing him.
Very interesting.
So in fact, they called me, you got a job. And I said, I will break through here.
Yes, persistence.
That was how I got my first job. Don't take no for an answer. Defying the odds simply means saying no to circumstances. Defying the odds simply means your obstacles, you are bigger than them.
Yes.
Defying the odds simply means I will not define myself based on my present circumstances.
Wow.
You may be living in an environment where it looks like you cannot make it. You may be looking at a vision that looks like it's bigger than you. You may be in a place where, to be honest, as we are talking right now, maybe the money to even buy your food tonight is hard for you. That does not define who you will be tomorrow.
No.
Maybe you don't have a place on your own to sleep. That does not mean it will stop who you are tomorrow. Wake up tomorrow morning and believe in yourself. Don't just sit down and talk in the air, because talking is free.
Yes, it's the cheapest commodity on the market.
Take some action. Do some course. Believe in yourself. Doctor says you can't walk anymore. Try and raise yourself. Do it. If you're not able to do it for the first time, it's fine. You try it. The next time, try it again. Maybe the 5th time you can hold your table and stand. Don't take a step. Just one faith in yourself is powerful than any medication.
Wow, 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 wow.
You might have been to so many interviews, you are not being called. Maybe the next interview will be your best job. Don't give up. Don't lose hope in yourself. You can defy the odds. J.K. Rowling, the woman who wrote this, Harry Potter. How many times her books were rejected? She did not even get somebody to publish one book for her. 2 decades later, she is a multi-millionaire.
Yes.
She's one of the richest authors in the world. Nature can favor you if you don't give up.
You see, there is sometimes when you are speaking like this, then there is something burning inside me. That is this the same thing that is burning inside of other people that are watching us? Because when I wanted to do TV, I've spoken to so many TV channels, including even BBC, because I had an opportunity to go for a 1-week program with the BBC, and I pitched a TV program for them for the African market. They gave me so many contacts for me to contact, exchanging emails, but at the point in time, discussion was closed. I've spoken to TV stations in Ghana, all over the place. And one day I was speaking to one of my friends, and he said, Oscar, you don't know what you carry. Build your own TV station.
Mm.
That was about 2-3 years ago.
Mm.
Since then, I'm looking for the opportunity to start my own.
Mm.
Sometimes, if people are not giving you opportunity, try and create your own platform.
Create one.
It doesn't matter how you start. What matters, as you are saying, is that if you cannot get up, just even one day you try and you stand up, don't even walk, sit back again. That alone is a good step.
That's cool.
But you see, people want to start big. That is the problem people have. They don't want to start small and build. Because you see, if the seed is already a tree, then there is no point.
That's powerful. That's powerful. If the seed is
already a tree, then there's no point.
That's a nail on the head. You see, one thing I've got to know is that nature is powerful. You can never violate the principles of nature. This house has steps. You can't stand at the first steps and jump straight to the last one. You will fall and come back and start from where you start. When you fail to start from where nature has to educate you, and you jump too much, nature will bring you back to start again. So that is why it's very important to start in a very little way. I really admire people who start in small way. I love to start in small way because the experience at the bottom is different from the experience at the top. And you need to go through the process of learning each stage. Sometimes you may learn under somebody. Sometimes you may get some experience, start on your own. Look, what I want to say to some people listening to us is that do not underestimate yourself.
That's really powerful.
You have so much in you that you have not put yourself test to. If you put yourself to test, you will be amazed what you can do.
Wow.
There is so much in you, you have not tested yourself. If you put yourself to test, you will be amazed. You will look back and say, is it really me? I look at Bill Gates. When they one day went to a meeting and he told the team that he can see a time coming that children will play with computers. Children will carry computers to school. And computers will be in every home.
Yes.
And people will play with it. And the team and the management kick him out of the meeting.
Yes.
Because he was talking madness.
Yes.
But you see, when you have vision and you mean to defy the odds, people will think you are mad. Until they call you crazy, that you cannot crave for what you want.
I'm loving this. I wish we had more time. And I think, you see, these are the kind of discussion we'll be bringing on the Step Out with Oscar Bimpong show. You can't miss it. I don't think there's a good one out there like this.
No.
Which channel? Tell me. We are here to impact your life, to bring a difference to your life, to cause you to believe, to cause you to understand that you are born for greatness. Do you know what? What is your last word? Because I've loved this discussion, and trust me, I'm going to watch it again before I sleep.
Yes, my last word is, of course, to say to our viewers that we cherish you. This is a program that our aim is to change your life at free cost. And of course, Oscar Bimpong Show, the Train2inspire, is a quality program that we look up to touch the world. If you're watching me tonight, I know there may be so many odds that looks like they're against you. It may be the odd of health. It may be the odd of finances. Maybe your marriage is looking like it has gotten an odd against you. Maybe your own children. Maybe your business is collapsing. It is there for a purpose, just to try you. But a try does not mean you fail. A try means you can overcome. Don't just listen and feel like I can do it tonight. Wake up tomorrow morning and start doing it. I want you to come back and send message to Oscar in 6 months' time, 3 months' time, a year's time, and tell him, thank you, you told me this today.
Wow.
We love you.
Wow.
And Oscar, of course, I can't finish without saying thank you for this opportunity.
You are welcome. You are always welcome.
I'm always proud to sit with you.
You are always welcome. You are always welcome. Yes. And so what is next for Nation Builders? So
Nation Builders has a trip to Ghana at the end of May, where we want to work with some schools on how to change the mindset of people. There's so many students who just go to school because their parents ask them to go to school. and they get to the end of the course and they realize what is in it for me. The reason why there are so many unemployment is that if the big foundation is bad, then of course the end of the product will be bad.
Exactly.
So we want to help people change their mindset from their beginning very well, so that when they go out there, they know exactly who they want to be before they even finish what they are doing.
Okay, before I go, I want to read some comments. And I've got Prophet Dr. Samuel A. Wiseman. I think he's really enjoying the program today. He said, create your own platform. Yes, create your own platform. When people are not giving you opportunity to be on their platform, then create your own. If people are not giving you the opportunity to get that job, you are also, you have the potential to create your own job.
Of course.
It doesn't matter how you start. The most important thing is for you to start, because you see, exploits is in the starting. Exploits is not in the idleness.
I love that.
You can only do exploits when you start. So we want to encourage you. We are not sitting here just talking, but we are doers of what we are talking about. And that is the encouragement we want to give you to. And he also says, very interesting program. Thank you, Prophet. And Patricia says, very inspirational. Thank you, Patricia. Please share this to other people. We want this to go viral. We want T2i TV to be a hub that is on Facebook, that has stood only on the side of education. Education is very critical. You see, we give you a book in 1 hour. The book that you are supposed to read in days, we give it in 1 hour. And this is coming from the bottom of somebody that has got the experience. So we want to encourage you that it's very possible. We'll be coming your way another time, but I want to tell you that you are born for greatness. There is something in you that you haven't exploited yet, that is more powerful than where you are now. Where you are now is a temporary position. You can move to the next level when you start pushing the boundaries, when you start pursuing, when you start defining the odds, when you stop listening to third parties that are telling you you cannot make it in life. You are born for greatness, and let that greatness come out of you. So if you really want to be on this show, we have got 4 different programs that we have here. That is the Step Out with Oscar Bimpong, where we interview thought leaders like Mr. Adum here. And we have got Step Out SME Focus. That is where we interview business owners and showcase their products and services. And also we've got the Step Out Youth Impact Zone. If you've got a church with youth, if you've got a youth organization, or you are a school, you want to invite us to come and engage with the young people, we are ready to do so. Just contact us. Also, Step Out Authors Corner. If you've written a book, you have never shared it on any platform. Most people have written a book, but they have never had the opportunity to be interviewed. Just contact us. Also, if you want to advertise on this program, just contact us as well. We will advertise your program. Now, social media is the stage for the biggest audience. Don't go to traditional television. They have got nothing to offer. We have got the numbers to showcase your product and services to the world at a very affordable price. So contact us at info@oscarbimpong.com through email, and also you can WhatsApp on +44 7703508552. I want to end with my hashtag, and my hashtag is possible if only you believe. Have a blessed week and stay tuned. Please share, like, and comment on our programs. Stay blessed and bye-bye.